The Chicago Bears are standing at the edge of a cliff, and the decisions made in the next 48 hours will define the franchise for the next decade. We are tracking a whirlwind of activity coming out of Halas Hall that signals a complete philosophical shift. From brutal roster cuts to blockbuster trade rumors involving some of the biggest names in the NFL, the front office is aggressive. They are desperate, and they are moving fast. The checkbook is open, but so is the trapdoor. You need to hear exactly what is happening right now. We start with a hard truth coming out of Halas Hall today. Sources are confirming that the Chicago Bears are preparing to part ways with another former third-round draft pick. This is not just a roster transaction. It is a significant admission of a scouting failure. When a front office selects a player in the third round, the expectation is clear. You are drafting a starter, or at the very minimum, a key rotational contributor who will be on the roster for 4 years. Instead, we are seeing what the team calls a strategic re-evaluation of talent. Let me translate that for you. It means they missed. They missed badly. The internal expectations suggest that the team is ready to move on immediately to open up a roster spot for more efficient production. This decision reflects a desire to streamline the roster and eliminate dead weight, but it also shines a harsh spotlight on general manager Ryan Poles. How many times can you burn a top 100 pick and walk away with nothing? It is unacceptable. You are trying to catch the Detroit Lions. You are trying to hold off the Green Bay Packers. You cannot do that when you are throwing draft picks into the garbage disposal. The patience within the building has evaporated. The coaching staff has seen enough practices, enough tape, and enough mistakes. They are choosing efficiency over potential. It is a brutal business, and this move proves it. The message to the locker room is loud and clear. Nobody is safe. Your draft pedigree does not matter anymore. If you cannot execute the scheme, you will be cut. It is that simple. This is the type of ruthless decision-making that successful franchises make, but it's painful. It hurts the depth chart, and it hurts the long-term plan. We are looking at a team that is desperate to win now, and they are realizing that their past investments are not paying dividends. The assets used to acquire this player are gone forever. That is the tragedy here. You cannot get that pick back. You can only cut your losses and try to fix the mistake. But let me tell you, if this keeps happening, the questions about the decision makers are going to get louder. You cannot build a championship roster with a 50% hit rate in the draft. You need stars, and you need depth. Cutting this player removes a problem, yes, but it exposes a flaw in the process. The Bears are trying to clean up a mess that they made themselves. It is a necessary step, but it is an ugly one. This is a critical moment for the regime. They are admitting they were wrong so they can try to get it right, but the margin for error is shrinking every single day. The fans deserve better drafting, and the quarterback deserves better support. This cut is a wake-up call for everyone in that building.
Listen, the news cycle in Chicago is moving faster than a Devin Hester punt return. You cannot afford to miss a single update. If you want these exclusive insights delivered straight to you, hit that subscribe button right now. Do not get left behind. Now we shift to the story that has paralyzed the fan base with a mixture of excitement and absolute terror. The topic is Maxx Crosby. The renowned insider Adam Schefter has revealed the specific price tag required to pry the superstar pass rusher away from the Las Vegas Raiders, and the numbers are staggering. We are talking about a package that starts with multiple first-round draft picks and likely includes additional mid-round compensation. This revelation has brought a severe shock of reality to the Chicago Bears front office. They are staring at the financial and asset-based reality of this trade, and they are blinking. The question on the table is simple yet agonizing. Does the cost in draft capital and salary cap space justify the investment? Stephen A. Smith here, and I have to ask, are you out of your minds? Maxx Crosby is a phenomenal talent. He is a relentless warrior who plays every snap like it is his last. He is a game wrecker. But you do not mortgage the entire future of a rebuilding franchise for one defensive end. The Bears are still filling holes. They still need depth on the offensive line. They need weapons. If you send 2 first-round picks to Vegas, you are freezing your ability to improve the rest of the roster. And then you have to pay the man. Crosby wants a new deal that will reset the market. Can you afford to pay him $30 million a year while you are trying to build a Super Bowl window around Caleb Williams? It is a reckless gamble. The Bears management is right to hesitate. They are looking at the math, and the math does not add up. You build through the draft. You use those first-round picks to get young, cheap talent that you can control for 5 years.
You do not trade them all away for a veteran who is going to eat up 20% of your salary cap. It is a trap. The Raiders are smart. They set a price that is impossible to meet because they do not want to trade him. And if the Bears are foolish enough to pay it, they will regret it in 3 years when they have no depth and no money. This is a test of discipline for Ryan Poles. Can he say no to the shiny object? Can he stick to the plan? The fans want a splash, I get it. We all want to see sacks. But you do not buy a Ferrari when you still need to fix the roof on your house. The Bears need to walk away from this table. The price is too high, the risk is too great, and the consequences of being wrong are catastrophic. This is a business decision, and the business logic says you hang up the phone. Let someone else make that mistake. The Bears must stay smart.
However, if the door closes on Max Crosby, a window has furiously opened elsewhere. Recent rumors have emerged regarding a fascinating trade proposal that would send star safety Minkah Fitzpatrick to the Chicago Bears. While the initial reports strangely referenced the Dolphins, make no mistake, we are talking about the elite defensive back who has dominated the league. This rumored move is seen as an immediate opportunity to strengthen the secondary and bring a legitimate superstar to the defensive backfield. This is a game changer. Minkah Fitzpatrick is not just a safety. He is a defensive weapon. He can align anywhere on the field. He reads quarterbacks better than almost anyone in the game. Adding him to a secondary that already has young talent would instantly transform the Bears' defense into a formidable unit. But let's look at the bigger picture. We just discussed cutting a failed draft pick. We discussed the exorbitant price for a pass rusher. Now we see the team pivoting to the secondary. This shows a domino effect of decision-making. The front office is desperate to add a blue-chip player. They know they cannot enter the season with the current roster status quo. If they cannot fix the defensive line because the price is too high, they will try to mask those issues by creating a lockdown secondary. It is a strategic pivot. It is adapting to the market. And frankly, I love the aggression. This is what you do. You do not sit around feeling sorry for yourself because you couldn't get Crosby. You go out and you find another way to get better. Fitzpatrick brings a championship pedigree. He brings an attitude. He is a ball hawk who creates turnovers, and turnovers win football games. Imagine the impact on the rookie quarterback if the defense is consistently giving him a short field. This trade would alleviate pressure on the entire team. It is a bold move, yes. It will cost draft capital, yes. But unlike the Crosby deal, you are likely not giving up the farm. You are making a calculated strike to acquire a proven commodity. The emotional intensity in Chicago would skyrocket. The fans would have a jersey to buy. The defense would have a leader to follow. This is the kind of move that signals you are serious about contending for the NFC North title. You are telling the Lions and the Packers that you are not afraid. You are loading up. The synergy of these stories is undeniable. They are cutting the weak links, avoiding the bad contracts, and targeting the elite playmakers. This is how you build a winner. You have to be ruthless, you have to be smart, and you have to be bold. This trade proposal checks all the boxes. If the Bears can pull this off, it changes the entire narrative of their offseason. It turns a period of doubt into a season of hope.
This is a defining week for the Chicago Bears. We are witnessing a franchise attempting to thread the needle between fiscal responsibility and aggressive improvement. They are cutting the dead weight, dodging bad contracts, and hunting for the perfect addition. It is a dangerous game, but it is the only way to build a champion. I need to know where you stand. Do you pay the ransom for Crosby, or do you make the savvy move for Fitzpatrick? Or do you stand pat and trust the draft? The future of this team hangs in the balance of these decisions. Let me know in the comments below. We are building this community together. Bear down, and I will see you next time.